check it out.
G'day viewers. We thought we'd do, it's almost a how-to. Why did we do that GOBS 2012 video as a corporate training video? Well, firstly, it's, I think the only mistake those girls made was not framing it so this is an obvious sketch, okay? Possibly it's not the sort of thing that possibly 14-year-old schoolgirls should really be doing anyway, but
the comedy potential of taking on the Coney video and turning it into something about gobbies was pretty funny, actually. And
some of the context, I have seen much worse jokes, okay?
Absolutely.
Much weaker comedy put forward in the name of comedy. So we basically wanted to use their materials, and our videos stuck as close to their transcript as we could, and show like one of the first things you have to do, particularly if you're going to do something that'll be seen as controversial, if it isn't you, if you're not just saying this is me really what I really believe, there's got to be a frame. You've got to distance yourself from it.
The first thing you do in any comedy is you get the frame just right. The frame means what is the set of circumstances within which you're saying your very rude words or very funny words, right? Who's it for? Who's going to see it? Why do they need to see it? You ask questions about who it's for and why do they need it. And as soon as you do that, you're actually pretty free to play within and wear pants.
And the single biggest problem with the girls in their GOBS 2012 video was that they were 14-year-old girls sitting on a bench in their school uniforms talking about giving gobbies. And so it appeared to be 14-year-old girls talking about giving gobbies.
Yeah.
Whereas we did the whole thing dressed up as the businessman and made it look like a corporate training video.
Right.
Which is not us. And the other tip, you've got to dress the part, but you know, when you're only framing to here, like we're not wearing businessman clothes.
No, we're not. And getting me in a shirt was funny. Have you ever tried to like tell a monkey the black banana was good? Yeah. In a shirt, AIDzee, no, I don't want it. I was all like that. And then I had to tie my own tie, but then he did it.
Yeah, but so a frame is the distancing thing. There are still people, like my standard videos, the frame is, I'm really angry. My character is really angry. AIDzee's really tardy. The world is full of people who can't see past that.
I am actually a little bit tardy.
So,
but that's okay.
That's okay. And I'm a little bit angry in real life.
But he's not angry all the time. So he's actually only angry a little bit of the time.
Yeah.
And it's actually usually short duration things. To sustain it over the video, we've got to have a reason to make him angry for the whole video.
Yeah.
We've got to have a reason to make me more tardy than I actually am for the whole video. So that's a frame thing. And the frame is what are the characters and who are they relating to and who needs to see it and why. Why do people watch our first world problems every week and go, yeah, man, that's bad. Well, it's not bad. It just affects a small sliver of the population and it's not actually going to feed anyone in Outer Mongolia.
Yeah.
But it's worthwhile.
Yeah. And if you're just going to take one thing away, if you're going to do something, particularly if it's controversial, particularly if you're doing something that's going to upset someone like the prank videos that are so popular, if you can do something that separates you, the person, from the character in the video, that's the single biggest favour you can do yourself.
Absolutely. When we're not here, we work for other people. But you'll never know that because the other people we work for don't want to be in our videos and we don't wish to sully the workplace with our angry or tardy ways. In fact, actually, the people who hire me for my tardation. But whatever.
So, yeah.
What are you going to do? AIDzee, you have a very strange perspective on the world. Look at our problem. The yellow thing's wrong. Yeah. Okay, here's $100. Go away.
Yeah. So really, I think the only thing those girls in the original GOBS 2012 video did wrong was to not make it obvious, blindingly clear, this is not us, this is not what we do, we're saying and doing something deliberately nonsensical, for fun or to make a point.
And their second issue, which was much more a stylistic one and not really a problem, but just a stylistic one, was it was clearly a Coney 2012 piss take. Okay, it was clearly a Coney 2012 rip-off, and they didn't make that clear. For us, because we do this stuff all the time, it was obvious as like balls on a dog. But you know, basically the girls didn't follow the rhythm of the Coney video and the shrillness of it enough so that we would know. Also, they could have thrown in a lot of red, and they could have thrown in a lot of do it because we told you to. There was a lot of little things they could have done to really make the point, and it would have been even funnier. The video they did was actually kind of funny. If you actually look at the lines, it's actually pretty funny.
We used their lines. We hardly changed them at all. Because there were a couple of pretty good jokes in it, essentially. There were
some pretty funny stuff in there.
Although, I do want to throw out here, like, people always talk about this generation with blah, 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 and I nearly always think they're talking crap. But one thing I think I have noticed in this generation, which is the teens to the early mid-20s,
those guys,
who I see a lot of on the tubes, particularly, as well as Facebook and Twitter, the readiness with which they throw around rape as something that should be joked about is different. It's not unique. Like Monty Python threw in the closest thing to a funny rape joke I've ever seen in the life of Brian.
But that was in the 70s.
Yeah. But, I mean, in all that time, that's the closest thing I've seen to a funny rape joke. But when you see the posts on Facebook and YouTube, the way they're even younger than Gen Y, who we're talking about, really. But, yeah, teens and 20s now, how quickly they jump to using rape as a thing of mirth is a little bit odd. And, yes, I will express some discomfort with that. If you're going hard on a joke, whether it's about race, religion, sex, sexuality, anything, my personal feeling is you've got to have a really good reason for it, and you've got to really justify it. This is just a personal feeling. I'm not dictating anything to anyone here. But, yeah, that was one line we actually changed. They had a line about, we're doing a service for girls because after we give a guy a gobby, they're not going to go out raping women, which is a fundamental misunderstanding of rape, actually.
Yeah, actually.
But because the satisfaction of a gobby only lasts 5 minutes anyway, so...
Oh, I don't know. I've had some pretty good gobbies.
No, but I mean, you'll be thinking about something else 5 minutes later.
Oh, yeah, like a feed. Yeah, for sure.
So, but yeah,
that's... maybe another gobby.
That's the one thing. I think, and this thing with these girls just putting this video out, they did a one shot, really low quality with a friend pointing a video camera at them, which is so easy to do now.
Yeah.
I think that leads people to not think about what they're doing.
Yeah, yeah. When we're done here, him and I are going to do a very quick step through how you make this happen.
Are we?
Yeah, very quick.
Okay.
Very quick. And basically, consideration is the number one thing that you have to do while you're making comedy go. Consideration. And consideration comes in three parts. It's the other, it's the self, it's the production. So the other is the other people. Self is what am I doing in this, and the third is production, as in how much time, resources and stuff have I got, and what do I have to do to make the imagination fill the budget shortfall, or how much budget have I got? Do I need any imagination at all?
All right, so we'll make another video with those tips on it. But this has really just been an explanation on why we did the GOBS 2012 video, and because some people might have questions upon seeing it.
Yes.
Hopefully we answered a few of them, and we'll come back with other videos to answer more questions. See you later.
That's the right thing to do.
Bye.